Monday, Tuesday, what's up? Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're just getting started with the TC Acclimation Class. All right, welcome in. Getting everything ready. Welcome in, welcome in. Can you guys hear me? Sound check, 1, 2, 3. Hey, yo, Xavier. Who made it? We're doing good, guys. We're just getting started with our TC Acclimation Class. All right, let's get started. So, welcome in, everybody. If you guys are brand new here, my name is Nanu, and today is our TC Acclimation Class, where we're going to teach you guys how to acclimate tissue cultures, such as this Monstera bulbasaur. So, is anyone brand new to TCs? Let me know in the chat, or do you guys have experience with TCs? Drop a number 1 in the chat if you guys are brand new. Drop a number 2 if you've done TCs before, but you guys are here to hang out and maybe learn something new and have some fun. Let's see, who's new? Drop a number 1 if you guys are new to TCs. Drop a number 2 if you've already done TCs before or you guys are familiar with them. Hello? Anyone there? Oh, there you go. 1.5. That counts, 1.5. So we have a handful of new people here. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So what you're going to receive in the mail is going to be a tissue culture and a rooting plug. And this is what you're going to plant. Tissue cultures are a baby plant. A lot of plants that you have right now, like Calathea, Variegated, Frederick, and more, start off as a tissue culture just like this. So what you're going to do, first step, is you're going to get some supplies. You're going to have your tissue culture, some gloves, rooting plugs, scissors, two tubs of water, and you're going to have your acclimation dome sets, which I'll show later on in this live. So first things first, we're going to wash off all this gel. This gel here is agar, and that is what gives it vitamins and is propagating in a lab setting. So first step, Monstera bulbasaur, and I have my little trash bin to put all the trash after. So you open it and you take it out. Oh my goodness, we got the bulby, and what we're going to do is just wash it off. So what you want to do is there's a lot of gel on the roots or on the base of the plant, and you're going to want to try to get as much of that off. A lot of roots are going to come off in this process, guys, and I just take them off. I and I let them start some new fresh roots, guys, new fresh growth. So we're just going to go ahead, make sure you take your time in this process to get all that gel off. When you guys are feeling this plant, these tissue cultures, you're going to notice the agar feels almost like a gel-like substance, almost like hair gel. So this fresh root, though, for sure I'm going to leave on. That's a good root right there. So right here we have the Monstera bulbasaur. So now that I've physically cleaned it off, I'm feeling it by touch to see if there's any sliminess on there. If it doesn't feel slimy, then I'm going to go ahead and visually inspect it. And Should be good. So we're just going to go one by one. This is a tedious process. Is anyone going to do their tissue cultures along with us? Let us know. Is anyone doing it with us, guys? And that is it. The lighting's not the best in here right now because of the grow tent, but that is the Monstera bulbasaur. So after I wash it off, I'm going to basically essentially put it in my, you definitely get some soon. I'm going to put it in the clean pile, and then this is my dirty pile. So we're just going to keep going with this process until we finish, essentially. I have this big batch that we're going to do today. I'm going to give it a good 2 hours for today's show, and then I'll finish the rest off camera. But here is the Monstera bulbasaur. Again, just take them out of the bag. So what I'm going to do is just take them all out, all the bulbasaurs at once. Wow, we got a bunch of TCs. Wow, a bunch of TCs we got to do. These are a bunch of TCs that essentially did not meet our quality standards to go ahead and ship them to you. So what we're going to do is plant them out, and we're taking this opportunity to grow them and teach you guys how to grow some as well. So you guys get a chance to learn how to grow some of your tissue cultures at home, especially if you guys are curious or just getting started. I'm going to get all the bulbasaurs ready to be planted. We do have some Monstera bulbasaurs that we are planting, but they did not meet our quality standards, so we did not sell them. It's just plain old water, man. Plain old water. That's all you need, really. So here we go. Another Monstera bulbasaur. Let's go ahead and plant. Let's just go ahead and open these up. Pull these out of the bag. Throw that away. Just keep going. Welcome, everybody. If you guys are brand new here, my name is Nanu. We grow plants here in Los Angeles County, California, and we grow everything from tissue cultures, cacti, exotic houseplants, and more. Today, in today's show, we're doing a live tissue culture acclimation demonstration. Answering any questions or anything, this live is for you guys. I usually plant my TCs Tuesday mornings. So Tuesday mornings, I'm going to do this anyway. So I figured today we'll go live again to teach you guys and walk you guys through the acclimation process, just in case you guys bought some TCs this following week. And we're also getting some more TCs restock in tomorrow night, and then we're doing our big show on Thursday. So hopefully those all come. I'm thinking there might be an actual delay on Wednesday night, but they might not come in until Thursday just because of the Monday holiday. So I might slow things down with the postal carrier. So I'm thinking Wednesday night is a maybe on the restock. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, as always. So we're planning for Wednesday. If not, we're going to postpone it and do the big show Thursday and Friday as well. So these are all the Monstera bulbasaurs, guys. Does anyone have a Monstera bulbasaur currently? We're just taking them out. Fun day. And I'm going to check. Oh, man, I wish I had the bulbs. I don't. Man, you guys got to get yourself one. We'll have more on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm trying to see if I have more of the Monstera bulbasaurs. I think that's it for the bulbies. So we're just going to go ahead and start cleaning up the batch. Now, you could run this through a sink with warm water. That works. But for the purpose of today's video, I'm just showing you guys another way to do it. Typically, I would do it in the sink, but I don't really want to make a mess in the kitchen today. So we're just going with the tub method. Like I said, some roots are going to fall off when you're cleaning them. That's okay. Your main objective here is to clean off any of the crud and agar. Agar is the main thing, because if you leave the agar during acclimation, you have a higher chance of it rotting. So stuff like this, I just rip it off. I'm just going to throw that piece away. So, and then boom, I would say this is pretty clean. So I just run it through my fingers. Yes. You want Bulbasaurs? We have Bulbasaurs on this week coming. Yeah, we don't have any more peroxide, so we're just going to go with just water. I mean, we've done it usually. Peroxide's recommended. It's just like an extra step. I have a little bit of peroxide, but my bottle broke. Literally just this. So after I'm done, I'm just going to spray it. But I got to go get some more peroxide. But you guys can plant with just water too. I'm just taking off these bottom leaves. This looks like this, but we're going to clean it all off right now. Hello, Sarah Clark. Welcome in. Hello. I just picked my Bulbasaur TC up this morning at the post office. Let's go, Mild Tulip. Today we're planting some Monstera Bulbasaurs, and we're going to get them acclimated and grown. That way we have some beautiful Monsteras and teaching you guys how to do it yourself at home. Here's the Monstera. Welcome in, everybody. There's no music today for today's live because this is getting streamed on YouTube. Just took off this whole root. I just really want this big white chunk root instead, actually. There we go. This root might even come off, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's take that off. Just rinse it off real good. And that's how you do it, guys. That's how you clean your tissue culture off. That's one way. You could sanitize in peroxide, which I do recommend if you guys have it. If not, you could always just use water, but I do recommend peroxide. Today we're just going with just straight water. I like how these have fresh roots in some of these. Welcome in, everybody. We're just doing TC live acclimation. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. As of right now, we're just planting. Ooh, I might have messed that one up. I went a little too hard on that. I'm still got a root on that. Peroxide will go in basically a separate bucket. Like if you ever worked in food service, you have your washing, you're washing, you're rinsing, you're sanitizing essentially. So you want to have like 3 buckets. So wash it off, rinse it off, and then sanitize it, and then plant it. Rinse with water, then peroxide. If you have peroxide, use peroxide. Yeah, use 3% peroxide is what I recommend. How do you use peroxide? Just rinse. You just use it in one of these buckets. So we use a food grade peroxide. You get it at Home Depot. It's like 12%. It's a Harry's food grade peroxide. Literally at Home Depot. It's not expensive. And then you just dilute it. Just read the label, and you just soak it there for It's like, say this has peroxide in it. You just soak it for like 10 seconds. Get it all. You'll see some bubbles sometimes if it's dirty, and they'll sanitize it. And this root might fall off too. Look at that. Not really feeling this. Yeah, and there's more than one way to do this, guys. So you might see someone else be like, nah, do you cut the peroxide with water? What do you mean? Depends on your percentage. So you want to get it down to 3%. So the peroxide at Home Depot is 12%. So you just use 1/4. So you dilute it. Yeah, you dilute it. So 1 part peroxide, 3 parts water. But read the labels. It's not as hard as it sounds. Trying to watch. No worries, Lady Plant Lover. We're doing our live acclimation class today, and we'll have more of these classes next week too. So just in case you guys missed this one. All right, that's a fat root. We'll just leave that one off for fun. All right, keep on going. Welcome in, everybody. Is anyone brand new to the show? I see a lot of familiar faces. Golden Bubble, Lady Plant Lover. I don't recognize a few of you guys, but welcome in if you guys are first timers. My name is Nanu, just to introduce myself. We grow exotic tissue cultures, exotic houseplants, exotic cacti, and more, and we ship them straight to your front door. Today we're just doing our live tissue culture acclimation class, everybody. We're teaching you guys how to acclimate tissue cultures. Yep, there you go. Do some plant chores along with us. So we're doing plant chores, and you guys can do plant chores along with us. I'm going to take off a lot of this crud. So this is all stuff that fell out of the plant while cleaning them. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's do a bunch of these pink bambinos that we didn't release just due to not meeting quality standards. Like you have like a dissolved leaf and the variegation's not good. So I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna keep those and grow them up and see how they turn out. I think they're gonna do good once we get them growing. But as a tissue culture, I don't want to sell them to you like that. I only sell you guys the most premium of the batch. You guys always get the best of the best out of our batch, guys. Let's see. All right, let's see. I don't see pink bambino. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There's a bunch of TCs here. Another pink bambino. Here they are. Here's all the pink bambinos we got to plant. All right. I'm pretty sure there might be 1 or 2 stragglers, but I'll get to those later. Have you ever seen them grow white fuzzy mold in the humidity dome? Yes, that happens. Basically, if you don't, so that happens for a few different reasons, and it's okay. You just clean it off with the napkin, and then you can spray with peroxide. It's not the end of the world, guys. But you just clean it off with the napkin, and then spray with diluted peroxide, and it'll prevent that from coming back. What you got to do, why that happens, one, during acclimation, for at least a lot of people, I don't know if anyone's perfect, but I know for me it happens, is that during acclimation, a leaf might fall or drop during the acclimation process, really during those first 2 weeks before they get their root system going. And When they fall and drop, of course, they're going to start going through the decomposition process. So what do decomposers do? They decompose it. And what is mold? Mold is a decomposer. Mold decomposes organic matter, kind of like a mushroom, you know. So basically, it's going through decomposition. What you don't want, because what you're trying to do for these TCs when they're growing is you're trying to make them a producer, a production. So if you're So you don't want to leave the mold there. I would say clean it off with a napkin, use some gloves if you got some, and spray with diluted peroxide to prevent it from coming back. I plant them right away, but you can let them sit under a grow light, experiment with it. I mean, there's still so much to learn. Yeah, you can mix with diluted peroxide to keep them like this. We're still going to plant this. Essentially just a corn. But yeah, those are all good questions, guys. Good questions. And then, let's see. Let's just get it going. And also, too, mold happens because of lack of airflow, which is normal for the humidity domes because they're so humid. And then there is a lack of airflow in that dome, which will cause the mold. So we're just taking them out of the bags right now, getting them ready to be planted. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are brand new here, my name is Nanny. We grow plants, and today is our live TC acclimation class where we're here to answer any questions about acclimating tissue cultures. I have a bunch of them to plant today, so I'm super excited to be here, and we are going to keep on planting them. Just going to take off any leaves that don't look good. Just take those off, guys. It's not a problem. You just plant them. They'll grow just fine. We do this every week, and they grow just fine every week. I use plugs. That's my preferred method of rooting them. No, they're for soil or hydroponic, whatever you want. I use rooting plugs for myself personally because when you have a lot of plants like this, rooting plugs are easier. In my opinion, rooting plugs are easier. Now, a lot of people in the community use perlite and fluval stratum. So you guys can use either or. You just stick them in there in the tray. Yep. So first you got to wash them off. First you got to make sure they're really washed off. You want to make sure there's none of this agar. Agar is that gel-like substance. It almost feels like hair gel. You want to make sure there's absolutely no agar on the plant before you plant it. Agar will cause mold. So if you didn't wash off your plant enough, that's why I say that's another reason for mold. Not just leaf drops, but if you don't clean off your agar enough, if you kind of rush through this step and don't take the time to clean it, you're going to get mold, which it's not the end of the world, but if you're a busy person, you're not paying attention to it, then it's going to cause your, this one had roots, but we're just taking off all the roots, guys. They're just going to be just a straight little stem form, and that's okay too. You guys can just plant that up. They grow just fine. All right, let's keep on going. How can you the stratum and perlite? How can you tell when it's time to water? I don't know. I've never used stratum and perlite. I use plugs, and the plugs you can physically see when they need water because they're shrinking. They look dry, so they look a different shade of color. And if you've gone too long without watering, your leaves will start crisping up because they're dry, of course. So the plugs are really easy to tell. Really, really easy to tell. I can give you some examples once we go into the grow tent, and I'll show you guys what they look like. Yeah, I like plugs better. It's just my personal preference, but everyone's different. People use moss, but people use peat moss, soil, perlite, fluval, mixes of everything, and that's kind of the fun part. How long do they stay in the dome? Till their root system develops. So depending on your temperatures, if your temperatures in your home are 60 degrees, I would say months. If your temperatures in your grow area are 78 to 84, then probably about 1 month. So it depends. There's not like a set time, like, oh, it stays in there for 2 weeks. That's based on your growing conditions. So just a range, though, a range between, I would say, 1 month to 3 months, depending on your temperatures that you have them in. So if your household temperature in your home at night reaches below 60, it's going to take you longer to grow them. And that's okay. They'll still grow. They just take longer. So it's totally up to you guys. These are just my recommendations. This is how I do it. And if you guys want to do how I do it, you guys are more than welcome to follow this method and plant along with me in my journey of TC acclimation. So we're just washing off all the agar. And this water, I would say, is just regular water, and it's kind of lukewarm. I'm just tugging off all the gel. Any roots that are loose, I just take them off. Let me plant them up. I put two heating mats on the back of my grow cabinet and finally brought heating mats is what I use too. I don't use it for all of them. I try to keep the grow tent itself warmer because the grow tent's easier for me to manage, but I use a few heating mats. A heating mat will speed up your growth. As long as you're able to keep track of the watering, then you should be good with heating mats. Your domes have vents. After, I would say 2-3 weeks, your domes have vents on them. If you guys get it from us, at least, they have vents, and you can start ventilating them with the vent. They have vents. You just open up the vent. That's it. Nothing too. I like easy. So my method, I try to keep it simple. I try to keep it as dummy proof as possible, and no special jutsus or techniques to accomplish acclimating. After 2 weeks, it depends on your temperature again. So in ideal conditions, after 2 weeks. In non-ideal conditions, if you have temperature fluctuations from 60 to 80 in your home, then it might take 3 or 4 weeks for you to do that. But I would say in general, rule of thumb, 2 weeks is good. All right, so those are the pink bambinos. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What do we got? We got a lot of mix. We have a lot of macrohizas, so we're going to do a bunch of these macrohizas too. There you go. 75 is a good temperature. There you go, Wendy's. Yeah, those are just my recommendations. My recommendations are more conservative because I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. But like, yeah, your TC is going to grow in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like when I don't really know the full circumstance of your environment, so I give you guys conservative numbers that you guys can base your numbers off of. That way, you guys can have some type of goal to hit that is realistic. You know. So there you go, Wendy's. How much water do you add to the plug when it gets dry? I just bottom water. I just put a little bit. I'll show you my technique right now. I have a technique for watering them. I'll show you after we get all these washed off. We'll go to the next step. So if you want to come back, maybe 30 minutes. We can go to the next step in 30 minutes. So we're just doing the cleaning process, which is this is more like a live demonstration. So camos. Let me get all the camos. Camos grow really fast. Yeah, so step 1, take it out of the bag and clean off all that agar. And this is I feel like this is the most tedious process, cleaning off all that agar. So let me just get all the camos and just put them in there so I don't have to keep playing treasure hunt looking for them. If they have a root system, Wendy's, if they already have a root system and they're getting true leaves, like as secondary sets of leaves, then yeah, I would fertilize, but with a light fertilizer, a light liquid fertilizer would be good. You know what I mean? Nothing too strong because they're still babies. So if you use a heavy dose of fertilizer, you might get some nitrogen burn, which is going to turn some of your leaves to crisp up and burn. You know, it's a nitrogen burn. But very light fertilizer. So it's say you have a house fish emulsion, good. It is good, but I would dilute it and make sure it's really well shaken up. Yeah, that's my only recommendation. Just dilute it. Just don't use too much. Just start off with the smaller batch first, and then the next week you can kind of up the dosage little by little every week. What about Clonix? Clonix, I've never tried Clonix, but I've heard good things. I don't use rooting hormone, but you guys always can. I mean, I've heard good people say, or people have been reporting that it makes the plants grow better roots faster, which I believe. I just haven't done it myself. What is your recommendation if a TC freezes? Let it sit under a grow light and for like a day or two under the grow light and let it thaw out, and then you can plant it. It should be fine. I have that Parive. I have never tried Parive, but I've heard good things about Parive too. So just make sure you dilute it. So if the regular recommendation is 2 tablespoons per gallon for a houseplant, then you want to go like about a quarter of, or like maybe just 1 tablespoon or whatever, a quarter of whatever the recommendation is for a seedling, because they're still small. And you don't want to do this until they have roots. And you don't want to fertilize until they have roots well established. And I'm not talking about, oh, they got roots like this. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about like rooted in the plug, like they have a lot of new growth and new sets of leaves. Then you can fertilize. If you just fertilize, if you get anxious and you're trying to skip and not be patient and fertilize like this, you might get some mold due to the fertilizer not being absorbed, and or you might get some nitrogen burn. Now I talk to them, have to keep waiting for what? For what you're waiting for, Martina? Now we're doing our TC acclimation class, everybody. We're teaching you guys how to acclimate TCs, answering any questions you guys may have, any trials or errors you guys may have experienced as well. The prop drops, I've heard good things about them too. I haven't tried it. I would say you guys go ahead and try it out. You guys let me know how it goes. I just keep things simple. And I just focus more on my parameters, temperature, humidity, or what's going to affect the growth of your TC the most. Temperature, humidity, and the plant, the moisture and all that stuff. Oh, your bank. You're having some trouble with your bank? So we're doing these pink bambinos and Monstera bulbasaurs and alocasia camos. We're going to get these all planted up, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are brand new here, my name is Nanu. We grow plants here in Los Angeles County, California. We grow exotic tissue cultures, cacti, houseplants, and more. So if you guys like tissue cultures, cacti, and tropical houseplants, make sure you guys go ahead and give us a follow. Today we're just doing our live tissue culture acclimation class. We are restocking on a bunch of tissue cultures this week. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Tissue cultures are super addicting. I feel like I'm living my Pokemon card dreams, guys. Yeah, just fix it when it's convenient. I agree. Don't stress it. So right now we're just kind of doing a bulk acclimation. Sometimes these are all the ones that didn't meet our quality standards due to leaves. I just pluck them off. That's it. And then I just plant them and they grow. So that's all we're doing today, is acclimating our tissue cultures. A lot of pink polys that did not meet quality standards. I'll wash this one off. Some dragon scale. This one, dragon scale Aurea. Sunday, Monday. What do you wash them in after opening? Just good old water. Water works great. I'm just trying to keep this as simple as possible for you guys. You don't want to do anything crazy, man. It's not as hard as I'm just trying to get the barrier to entry lower and show you guys it's not as hard as you guys might think. It just takes a little bit of practice and experience. I do recommend using a peroxide. I just don't have any right now. I do usually have 3 buckets, one for washing, one for rinsing, and one for sanitizing. So I'll wash it off. I'll let it sit and rinse off for a bit, and then I'll go through my motions, and then I'll sanitize them, let them sit there for like 10 seconds to a minute, whatever it is, and then from there I'll start planting them out. But right now I'm just opening all the bags, getting all the varieties organized that we're going to do for this tray. Pink bambinos, Monstera bulbasaurs, alocasia camouflages, and then we have more plants over here that we're going to go ahead and plant up afterwards. And this is all we have for today that we're going to do for the planting. Hopefully, I think it's going to be like, I don't know, this looks like maybe about 2 trays worth of plants, maybe about 100 something plants here that we're going to start planting up for today. Adorable tea, yeah. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. All right, I think that's it for these types of varieties. So let me go ahead and open up these plants. I leave the peroxide on the plant and I just plant it. So basically I'll wash it, I'll rinse it, I'll soak them in sanitizer, and then I plant them. Literally in that order. Open, wash, rinse, sanitize, plant. Open, wash, rinse, sanitize, plant. And I just do that over and over. No, you know Larry. Larry, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I went this morning, Golden Bubble, and I picked the orders. There's still a stack of orders from. I did all the Palm Street orders, so all those are getting packed, and then Nacho's packing them. And I don't know what Larry's doing. But there's work. There's work over there if you guys want to pack orders. Nice. No worries. Yeah, take your time, man. Do your thing. Right now we're just opening up all the tissue cultures, getting them ready to be planted. That's basically the process, guys. Open, wash, rinse, sanitize, plant, keep in domes, and care for them after that, which will be the next step. I'll show you guys. You want? We'll get to that step afterwards. I can show you guys some visual examples as well. We're doing all the Bulbasaurs, Pink Bambinos, and Alocasia Camos right now. I love the Pink Bambinos, to be honest. Pink Bambinos, Monstera Bulbasaurs, I really, really like them. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are brand new here, my name is Nanu. We're doing our live TC acclimation class, and we're teaching you guys how to acclimate tissue cultures. In addition, if you guys don't know us, we grow exotic tissue cultures, cacti, and more. So go ahead and give us a follow if you don't already do so. The purple veins do look super nice. Bro, you're killing me. Stack a bunch and cut them open. That's actually a good idea. I didn't even think about that. See? This is why we're here together. Let's try that out. No. That's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Let's try that out. Oh, saving me more time. Saving me more time and money at that point. You know, basically more time. I can do more plants faster. Hi, Poofy Quiff. Welcome in. This one looks like complete poo-poo. We're going to still plant it. This is essentially just a corm. All these leaves are going to come off. Yeah, I'm just going to put that there for now. All right, I think that is the first bin of TCs that we're going to do. Let's go ahead and wash these off. And I just get into it, you know. I just get into it and I start cleaning them right here. Nice techniques. Cindy Lou with the hidden techniques of opening bags. I just take off all the loose roots and loose leaves. What is the easiest TC to start with versus what to not try first? I recommend the Monstera Thai Constellation, super easy. Alocasia Camouflage are super easy. Monstera Burrow Marks Flame, from my personal experience, grow really fast and really easy to grow as well. Anything that's non-variegated too, the more variegated, the longer it is to acclimate. So less variegated, the faster it is. So non-variegated plants like Monstera Burrow Marks Flame will acclimate a lot faster and grow faster because they just grow faster. I'm just impatient. No, I like it. No, now we're done. Now we're already on the next step. We're doing our TC acclimation class. I feel the gel in between the roots, so I'm trying to get that off and clean it all off before I put it into my rinse bin. All right, that feels good now. Okay, one more time, just to be safe, just for good measure. All right, next up, more Pink Bambinos. All right, now we're just cleaning off all that agar, any loose roots or anything like that as well. We're cleaning that off. You can keep them in the plastic bag for a few weeks before you plant it. Typically, we give everything for us at our nursery, we give everything to all the tissue cultures that we get in from the labs. We give them 2 weeks to sell. And if they don't sell in 2 weeks, they're going into plugs and they're getting planted up and they'll be ready 3 or 4 months down the line, you know? This is just water. Yeah. This is just water, man. This is just water. And I'm just cleaning off any like mushiness or any loose roots, or just cleaning that off. We want to get off any of the decomposing matter as possible. Any decomposing matter in agar will cause mold. So you just want to make sure you take your time. This is probably the most tedious step, in my opinion, is cleaning off the agar. So we're cleaning all this off. It's a little easier, in my opinion, to wash it in the sink, but I don't have a sink in this room. So we're just, for the purpose of this live stream, we're just doing it this way, as showing you guys another way to do it. Oh yeah, you have to put it under the light 100%. If you don't put it under the light, you have a 50-50 chance of being successful, which it might work, might not. At that point, it's a coin flip. Thank you, Golden and Nanny. No worries. Why plugs versus right into plant medium? Plugs are plant medium. So, and I like plugs because they hold the consistency of the moisture better for my growing style. It's easier for me to manage, yeah. Did I answer your question? Did I answer any of you guys' questions on the TC acclimation? Or maybe I answered them, but maybe are you still confused? I could try to answer it a different way. I don't mind. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. Just my preference. You guys can use. That's why I said there's more than one way. There's more than one right way to do things, guys. Like I always say, there's to get to 4. There's 2 plus 2. There's 3 plus 1. There's 4 plus 0. You know, there's 2.5 plus 1.5. There's more than one way to do things. This is just how I do it. Plugs are nice too. You can come see the roots coming up. You can see the nice plugs are nice too. You can see the roots coming out of the plugs. See what? Yeah, exactly. I like the plugs. I like plugs a lot. They're my preference for growing plants, especially TCs and propagations. But when I first started, I used all soil. I had a lot of chances. I had a lot of things with overwatering, mold, mildew with soil that it's not bad, but plugs, I just don't have a lot of those issues, and I don't have to spend hours and hours of trying to fix the plants when I have them in plugs. So at least I'm sure there's a method with soil that works great. If you guys have a good method with soil, by all means, go for it, man. But for me, I like the rooting plugs just because it's just something I figured out that I enjoy and how I like to work with them. I'm getting all these cleaned up. I don't know if this will make it. This one has been sitting from actually one of the first batches. This is like 2 months old, this corn. I don't know if that's gonna even make it. It's super old. Sometimes I try though. I'll put it in a pot, and if it sprouts, sometimes they sprout, sometimes they don't. But that's why I say typically 2 weeks. If it's over 2 weeks, then your chances of survival are not horrible. And sometimes it's just fine, but that's just my recommendation. How does it feel when it's older? The rooting plug? Do you keep water in between the trays? My humidity has 2 trays. Yeah, I keep a little bit of water, just like a tad bit. I'll show you guys. Once I get into the grow tent, I'll show you guys how we are watering, how we're keeping our humidity levels on point, how we're keeping our temperatures on point, our lighting on point, how we're managing them, and how to grow them, essentially. Oh, I just ripped off the top leaf. That's probably bad. I was a little too rough with that one. Be careful, guys. Like I said, washing the agar is like the most tedious part. You just got to take your time with this part. And it's tedious because I have a lot. If you guys just have like 4 or 5, it's not that bad. You could do it in like 20 minutes or less. Okay, but when you have a lot, that's when it starts getting tedious. right, so here's the trays that I use. Don't do no karate like me. I use a 10-20 tray with holes, which we do sell this set in the shop. A 10-20 tray without holes to catch the water. A 72 cell tray to fit the plugs in. And I like this cell trays because they fit the plugs perfectly. Another reason why I like the plugs. And then a 7-inch dome, 7-inch humidity dome. So that's what we're gonna grow it in. And I'll pin it for you guys. If you guys want this set and you want to grow some plants like me, you guys can get this dome down below. So what I'm going to do is start planting some of these right now. I'll show you guys this next step. So next step, I have some rooting plugs. I just have them soaking in water, a little bit of water. So what we're going to do with the rooting plug is when you get them, you just want to give them a good squeeze, but I'll just show you. That's perfect. That's the right moisture. You want them moist, but not dripping. If they're dripping, that's too moist, your plant's going to rot. If they're too dry and you squeeze it all hard like this and freaking murder the dang thing, then that's not going to give the right moisture for your plant. You want them just moist like a chocolate cake. Just a gentle squeeze that's firm and gentle. Some little finesse, and that's perfect. So that's what we're going to do, guys. That's the right consistency. That takes a little bit of practice, So when you're thinking, what's the moisture for your plug? Think a good chocolate cake. That's my recommendation for you guys. So let's go ahead. Next thing, what we're going to do here is start prepping the plugs. So we have 70. I'm just going to do like 20 of them. So when you get the plug, there's going to probably be a little hole in the middle. If not, you just cut it like this, and you cut a slit. And the reason why you cut a slit is because the plant will go directly into the slit. And sauce. Yes, do you're done. And then now you just plant it in the tray. Boom! Winning. Now you just keep repeating this process. So what I'm going to do first is actually prep a bunch of these plugs. So I'm just going to wring them out. You just want them moist but not dripping. If they're dripping and soggy, they're going to rot. If they're too dry, if you over squeeze, they're going to be too dry. Sarah Clark just got her plugs. So we're just getting everything ready. I know, a whole starter kit bundle. I gotta figure that out. Getting ready. All right, so there you go. So we have a bunch of plugs. What we're gonna do next is just, I'm just gonna batch cut them so that way they're prepped. And we do this. When you have a lot of TCs, it's a little tedious, but I enjoy it. I enjoy doing the planting process. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are brand new here, my name is Nanu. We grow exotic tissue cultures, cacti, houseplants, and more. And we ship them straight to your front door. Today is our TC Acclimation Class. It's our live demonstration. This feels a little bit too dry. Our live demonstration. So we're cutting from the top. So you see that this is the bottom. The top is more wide and the bottom is more tapered down. Also the top, I'm not sure if you guys can see, there's like a little hole already there, typically for seed starting. These are meant for seeds, but you can use them for TCs, propagating Hoyas. We use them for propagating Syngoniums a lot too, and tropical plants, and they're used for everything, honestly. They're good for everything. You seen the hole? Yep, exactly. So you just cut. I just lead from the hole and I cut a slit. And I just cut a slit. That's it. That's what I do. And I know I have 72 in here, so I'm just doing like a big batch and I'm just going to plant them as I go. They're great for corms, man. Great for corms. I've done corms in them. You just plant them, keep them more, and these are great because they keep the right moisture. They're not going to be super soaking where they're going to rot the corm, and they're not going to be dry where the corm never really gets that humidity and moisture and heat that it needs to sprout. just bury it in a little bit and then put it in the humidity dome like this, and they'll grow. It's really simple. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The whole hole. So yeah, we're just cutting some slits in the rooting plugs, everybody. So that way we're just going to prep a bunch of these. Yes, of course. We're here to answer any questions, here to get you guys a better green thumb, connect you guys, and lower that barrier to entry for growing tissue cultures. A song stuck in my head. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, 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 no. Oh. No, 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 no. Today we have no music because I want to post this video on YouTube. We're live streaming on YouTube as we speak, and then YouTube will automatically upload it, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so today there's no music. You got it in my head, right? It's a good song. It's a good song. I've been singing it all day. That one and the Bee Gees song. I don't know that song. Oh, Staying Alive. That one. That one stuck in my head too. You can prop rip salads in a plug. Yeah, you could definitely do that. They'll work fine. You could do pretty much almost all of them in a rooting plug. Thanks for plugging it into my head. All right, almost done prepping these plugs. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and start planting them now, guys. So we got the ones that we rinsed off. These are Monstera bulbasaurs. These ones did not meet quality standards for whatever reason. So today we are just going to plant them up and grow them. And they'll be available in a few months. And that is almost done, guys. How long before you have to rewater them? You just check. I'll show you how to do that in process next. After we plant them, I'll go into the grow tent. I have a bunch of these planted already. I'll show you guys some examples. We're probably going to have to water some today anyway, so I'll show you guys what that looks like and how to tell when to water them. But you get to check them, essentially. So I'll teach you guys how to identify when the plants need to be watered when using a rooting plug. It's really easy. We'll get to it after this next step. And this one doesn't even have roots, but that's okay, guys. They'll still grow. Bulba. Pink Bambinos. I bought a big bag of plugs. I'm only using a couple at a time. Should I worry about the rest? I'm not using rotting in the bag. Should you soak them? If they're in the bag already, as long as you didn't soak them, like the whole bag, and only soak what you use, like put them in the bucket. But no, they should be fine. If you soak the whole entire bag, then I would let them dry. No, that's fine. If they're a little moist, that's how they're supposed to be. But either way, sometimes they come in dry, sometimes they're a little bit moist. Don't worry about it. I don't think you got to. Yeah, these were sitting in the bag for, I don't know how long. At least for me, they've been sitting in the bag for 2 weeks, but I'm sure at the warehouse where they came from, they've been sitting there for months. Most chocolate cake from Matilda. Right, a nice chocolate cake. That's how you know the moisture of the plug is the right consistency. Moist. Like if you squeeze it, a little bit more water will come out, but it's not a lot, not dripping when you just hold it up. Like if you don't squeeze it, it might be okay too, but this might be a little too much wetness where it's gonna rot your plant. so I wring it out a little bit. You could always, it's a little easier to add. It's a little easier to add more water than it is to take out water, at least for me. 24/7. I've never done it. Try it out, Xavier. Maybe it's a secret. I don't know. You got to do the experiments for us and give us some community research projects and feedback. We have a community research page in our Discord. You could post your findings in there. Maybe you could put, say you have the same plant. Maybe you have, 10 white monsters. Put 5 of them in one dome with the grow light 24/7 and the other one with the grow light with 12 to 16 hours and see what happens, if it makes a difference or not. Yeah, let us know. Go experiment, do some community research for us, and let us know. I have mine on a timer for 18 hours. Yes, we could share the Discord. It keeps humidity up. Otherwise, my temps drop too much. Okay. Is anyone here in the Discord and can share the link? Just because I would have to take off my gloves, and if not, then you can send me a message and I'll send it to you in the chat. I feel like we got some momentum planting these right now, so I'm excited. Yeah, just send me a message and I can just send you the link there. Sorry, what do you do when the roots are longer than the plug? I just plant them. You can stick them out. So let's find an example of that. Most of these roots are small. I think they had one here. But you just let them hang out the bottom. Roots can. Oh, Xavier, thank you so much. You guys can copy and paste that link in your search engine, your Google Chrome, your Safari, whatever you use to search things. So say, for example, see this one has a long root. And you want to, I like to plant them a little higher and let the roots stretch. But say, for example, the root was hypothetically longer than this. You could just leave them out the plug like this, and they could dangle off the bottom. That's why we make the slit. But I like to keep my corm higher. That's just me. That's just how I like to do it. I like to keep it like this. And I like to let the roots try to stretch. You see where, reach for that water. Reach for that water so that way they grow more roots. I don't know if that's true or not, but I like to think so. That's basically all I do. Thank you for the follow, Cindy Lou. 5 minutes. You soak them for 5 minutes, and then you wring them out. You want the consistency of the moisture of the plug to be like a good chocolate cake. Not soggy, dripping all over your table, but moist, moist enough where if you squeeze it again, more water will come out. So like a good chocolate cake, you know what I mean? Yeah. So usually it doesn't have to be exact either. Usually I just have them sitting here. I prep everything, and I do them in batches. I'll do all the plant. I'll do I'll rip them all. So basically we open up the bags. We wash off all the gel. This one has a long root, you see? We're just going to let it be. Open up the gel. That's all we do. Wash off the gel, rinse it, sanitize it, plant it, and then we put it in the growing area, which I'll show you next. I don't think this one has a slit. Let's see for now. But we have a bunch of pink bambinos, Monstera bulbasaurs, a bunch of rare plants growing for you guys. Does anyone have any questions? Let me know in the chat. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We're here to answer your questions, guys. This is the purpose of this live. It's not really so much of a crazy sales live, bundles, this, that, auction, nothing like that for today. I mean, we could do a few here and there if you guys want, but I have no problem doing that. But it's mainly just to do these TC acclimation. I broke off this leaf. Dang it. That was a good leaf too. That's okay. He'll come back. The more I spend with plants, the more I want to quit corporate. Why don't you quit corporate, man? Money? I understand. Money's hard sometimes. I have to let you go part-time. Oh, well, there you go. If you make too much, then that's a good problem to have, you know? This is a fat root. You can either chop off this root. Sometimes I debate. Sometimes I snip them to fit, or you can leave them. So if you're like, nah, I don't want to take off any roots if they don't fall off by themselves during washing, then you could just plant them. That's fine, guys. That's fine too. Give it a little rat tail. Yeah, I usually just cut them off. Like I usually trim them. To be honest, I trim the roots a bit, and I focus on new growth. That's always my first. This one has a little gel still. Shut off. I don't know. I kind of like exposing the top root a little bit. That's just me though. I like how it looks, but I'm not sure if that actually does anything for the plant. But this is what I would consider good right here. Just plugged up, good. They're all good. Okay. Let's see. This leaf came off. Kind of clean it up. Get them ready to be planted. And that's it. We still got a bunch of TCs to plant. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. And then we're going to continue on with the process. So let's fill up this tray. Let's cut up some more TCs. Let's see what else we got. Let's go back to washing and rinsing. We have a lot of Montero Burmarks flames. Let's do those ones. Trash bin. Welcome in, everybody. I'll show you how much water I put on the tray. I just literally just fill the bottom tray just a tad. I'll show you what that means or what that looks like. Well, the show continues. We're still planting these up. I want to finish though. Oops. Sarah Burrow-Marks Lane, TC Acclimation Class, everybody. Teaching you guys how to acclimate your tissue cultures at home. Oh, a lot of pink poly ghost mints that did not meet quality standards these last 2 weeks. So we're going to plant them up. I like how they look anyways. We're going to do the Burrow-Marks Flames first. We got some Ethereums too. This one has a little bit of mold in the bag, so we're going to wash all that off. I guess we'll get started with the pink polys too. Little pink poly. Another one. Yeah, that would work with the plugs. I would say that works. I haven't done it. I would say it's an experiment, but try it out and let us know. I'm sure that works too. You guys can try your different methods out, and you guys let me know how those methods turn out. And like I said, there's more than one right way to do things. So, how deep do you say to do the corners and the plugs? I would say not that deep. No, it's a crap. Just right on top is fine. I found another Bulbasaur. Yeah, I'll plant this one up. It was low variegated, so I'm going to plant it. Didn't want to sell that one. Quality. I got one of these pink black velvet. Today we're doing our TC acclimation class, everybody. Teaching you guys how to acclimate tissue cultures. Not that deep, bro. This one had no agar in the bag, so I didn't want to ship it. But honestly, it looks fine. This shit is really good. We're gonna plant it. Not that deep. Corporate jokes. Oh dang, that was like completely rotted. That was old. Another thing probably goes in it. Me too, I love it. Let's see. A lot of Ethereums too. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, we just do this for a couple hours every week. It's just planting TCs, usually like 4 or 5 hours. It's a lot of, but when you have this many plants, it's a lot. So we're planting a lot. So I'm excited for spring when we finally have them available. This will be a lot of plants for you guys. Yeah, but feel free to come back in like 20, 30 minutes, guys. I know this is tedious, so you don't feel like you guys have to stick around. You guys can come back, check back in, go watch some other lives. But if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I have no problem. Today we're just doing TC live demonstration, teaching you guys how to acclimate TCs, answering any questions you guys may have had. I'm here to help. This is like, look at that. Uh-uh. Oh, I gotta look at Cindy's method. Hold on. I forgot. How did I forget? After all this tediousness, Cindy probably had to exit out the live just because she was getting irked. All right, let's go see Knox. Yeah. I could just have it right. Let's go. Forgot. Thank you for Cindy for teaching me this way to do it. These next other ones are going to go in another tray. Just want to separate other varieties. All right, so this is the next batch that we're going to plant out in that same tray. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are brand new here, my name is Nanu. We're doing TC Acclimation Class, teaching you guys how to acclimate TCs. First step is you open them and take them out of the bag. And then you start cleaning, you plant. Clean off all the roots that are full of agar, loose roots, any decomposing matter. Make sure you keep it nice and clean. If you guys lose some roots in the process, do not be scared. It's pretty normal. Just packaging, just doing this. A little tedious, the washing part. It's my least favorite part of the TC acclimation process is washing off all the agar. Oh, that shit looks. Guess we'll try it like that. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We're just doing TC acclimation live demonstration, answering any questions about acclimating tissue cultures, and while you guys hang out, do some plant chores while we do our own TC acclimation for our nursery. We don't really have visitors come. I'm so sorry. We don't really have anyone really come to the nursery. Even people who do local pickups, we do curbside pickup. Because the nursery, I rent my buddy's backyard, so he doesn't really like having people he doesn't know back there. And plant con is just a grow tent. I mean, for the nursery here, it's just my grow tent right here. But you can find this at PlantCon. Everything will be there at PlantCon and more. So, yeah, that's understandable. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be scared. He'll be scared. My friend. He's like, who's in my backyard? Nah, he'll be fine, but it's just a backyard. It's just not for retail use, you know. A retail spot would be awesome. Got nowhere to, bro. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I have a question for you, Plant Daddy Patch. Do you do stickers? And how fast can you get them done? All right, so let's continue planting these. Maxon got these freaking Mickey Mouse needles in there. Oh yeah, those Mickey Mouses are annoying. I'm sorry. We're just doing our TC acclimation class, showing you guys how to plant them. Cool. Yeah. I'll be interested if the turnarounds are quick. I'll be interested. And the quality's good. I have another sticker guy. I have another sticker guy. I gave him the stuff last year, in December, and it's still not done. So I'm just like, it's supposed to be done already, man. And I keep calling him, texting him, no answer. He's kind of like ghosting me, and I already paid him the money, so it's kind of annoying, really annoying. So I know where he has a shop though in downtown. So I'm like, at this point, I might just have to show up to his shop and be like, here, I'm here to pick up my order. And I gotta keep bugging. Yeah. I mean, he has a shop. I might just show up. I'm gonna call him again though tomorrow. Sticker Mule works good. Sticker Mule, huh? Maybe we'll use Sticker Mule. Talk about this. Agar. I mean, I don't know what's in the agar. It's rooting. It's like hormones and stuff. So I just wear gloves to be safe. Some people don't. I recommend to use gloves just to be on the safe side. Yeah, but it has like plant growth regulators, growth hormones, stuff like that. So I don't really want to be touching that with my bare hand. Yeah, all the PGRs and stuff. Although they already do spray PGRs on a lot of your plants in Florida. At least a lot of Florida nurseries spray a bunch of PGRs. California, it's a lot more regulated. Yeah, let me know. What is crop dusting? Oh, don't get you started. Never mind. Don't get started. My bad, Eggy. Oh, shit. Plant. That's a lot. Yeah. I don't really like that. Oh, herbicides too? I really don't think the herbs are that bad. The weeds are that bad, to be honest. Not for me. I never really felt like they were bad. But people, I guess, say they're bad, because they think they're bad. I don't know. But I've grown my garden. My vegetable garden has a bunch of weeds in there. I never pull out my weeds from my vegetable garden. I just leave them be. Just wash off. For my vegetable garden, at least, I just leave it be. Let it go wild, water it with some, use organic fertilizers, and that's it. I need more rooting plugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 210. What? That's messed up, man. That's really messed up. Oh, I would be pissed if I lost all my fruit trees. If I was growing them, say I was growing them for freaking 20 years, and someone sprayed a bunch of stuff on my land, and I'd be pissed, man. Why do you give her the side eye for? She's beautiful, beautiful and huge. That's funny. You can give her to me. True. It has to be looking like a stick, or otherwise it's not for you. Monsteras are beautiful. I agree. You can't go. Everyone loves Monsteras though. That's like universal at this point. Like if I ever do a restock and I see a variegated Monstera at a nursery, I'm gonna buy it, even if it's a little bit pricey. I'm like, I know someone's gonna want it. Okay, we planted up all of our starters. I closed the vents. And next, we are going to label what's in here and date it. What's the date today, guys? It's the 20th? Or what date is it today? I don't even know what date it is today. Today we got pink poly. Camels, Burl, Flames, Boba, PVV. I think that's it. Oh, how are you? The 20th, I think. How are you doing today, Mr. Tisha? No worries. We're here now. Do you have any more of them guys coming? I have 4 people. You can get some. I think I do have some coming, actually. I'll double check my invoice, but I'll let you know. Today's the 20th. Okay. All right. So I just like to date it, and I like to date it and put what's in there so I don't forget. And next up, we're gonna put it in our grow area. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Grow tent. So I can put it right here. And you are. Where's it, Felix? There you go. You are done. Here's some other ones that we got growing. And I'll show you guys. If you have any questions from earlier, you could answer them now. So in water, I just keep a little bit of water. I let that evaporate or get drinking up. These rooting plugs are a little high. Something like this where I put them flush, I use a little less water. So just very little water. This one has see the little bumps and grooves? You just want to right at the groove or right below the groove. And then that's only if your temperatures are high. So my temperatures in here are typically in the 80s. And we keep it consistent because it's a grow tent. So we're able to put that much water. Now, if your temperatures are below 80 degrees 24/7, then I would recommend not putting as much water. And that's about it. All right, we got one more batch to do. I keep them 12 to 18 inches away. On average, I keep them around 16 on an average distance from the top canopy of the leaves to the grow bulb. So this is the top canopy. Somewhere around 12 to 18 inches. You can use a heating mat in the evening if you want them to grow faster. I am sleepy, guys. Really? Oh man, I've been working my butt off, and I'm feeling like, I feel like my brain is on slow mode. You slept at 2 o'clock in the morning today? Dang. See you later. The light, you can use a grow light or you can use an LED daylight spectrum light with like at least 4,000 or 5,000 lumens. You can go check Home Depot. 4 in the morning, dang. I was sleepy. I don't really want to plant this next batch, but we're gonna do it. I'm ready for lunch too, just like kind of decompress for a bit. I woke up early today too. I went to bed late and I woke up early. Newborn puppies. It's funny. Got some babies on your hands. You're fully busy, Xavier. Oh man. So we're just gonna open these up. Let's just batch open them. This one, I don't even care. We're just gonna plant them. This one, we're just gonna plant them. We're just gonna get them growing. Otherwise, they're gonna rot in the bag. So we're gonna get them growing. Here you go, Speedy Gonzalez mode. I just know these are Ethereums, Alocasia poly, and Tiny Dancers. Florida Ghosts too. It's a big mix. Okay, we're just gonna. This is huge. Fatto Ethereum. It's water. Water. This is how I do it. That's it. You feel less than nice. There you go. If you want to bookmark our shows, guys, please bookmark our future shows. We are restocking a bunch of TCs, a bunch of new varieties. We're going to have a bunch of auctions and giveaways. Please go to my profile and give me a follow if you don't already. And bookmark our latest shows for this week. A lot of shows this week, so it's going to be a busy week, and I'm excited. Yeah, lots to do. Oh, we have a bunch. I have a bunch to plant. At this point, it's like it does take a while. I saw your picture with the little teeny one. Look how teeny this one is. So teeny. Very close on mint. They're shipped already. Everything's shipped, guys. Everything's shipped. Post office was closed yesterday, so they're not scanned in. They're getting picked up today, so I don't expect them to be scanned in today either, but they should be scanned in tomorrow or the latest Thursday. Good job. I'm not going live again today. No, this is my only show. Today I'm going to work on the house, wash clothes, wash my car, go to the grocery store, clean up the bathroom, all that stuff, all the house stuff today. And then maybe watch a show. But we'll be on all day tomorrow for like 10 hours. So tomorrow's going to be a big day. Tomorrow we're going on a field trip to a cactus nursery in the morning, and then in the evening, I'm hoping that the TCs will arrive. If not, then we'll do a show still regardless, and that will happen at 7:30. I do like your little bunny cup. I loved it. Your little acclimation plant and dome. Nice. I have a question. How long can my TC stay in the baggie, or do you move? You can stay in the baggie for like 2 weeks. Nice. UPS packages. Oh yeah, UPS packages I already dropped those off this morning. Those are gone, dude. Anyone that ordered Palm Street and I bought you a UPS label. Those are gone. Those are already in the truck. On to you guys. I don't watch anything actually. I just watch whatever Tatiana watches, my girlfriend. Whatever she wants to watch, I just watch it. And I'm just like, okay, cool. She's like, have you been watching Survivor? Corn. What about Corms? Sorry, I didn't read your message. Let me see. You can take potty breaks every 3 days. I can take you to the bed. Carrots and ducks too. I'm gonna do my crocs. Nice. Try it out. The carrots. Really, his and hers. Okay, I'm down to check it out. His and hers. What's it about? Does just be like that sometimes on the freaking phone, giving you a hard time for no reason. Yeah, I see the sea onions. I can get those. It's called Bowow volubus. There's a grower that grows them here, but they don't always have them available. They're like available maybe twice a year. So if you want me to get them for you, I can get them. I'll just keep an eye out for them, and when they're ready, then I'll get some. Maybe it's a different plant that I'm thinking about. Oh wow! Okay, then they're beautiful. Yeah, I love those little green onions. Okay, all right. Investigating a what? You're crying? The best codex. My best codexes have been local. Yeah. Most of the codex growers are in California. People who grow for the codexes for the whole country and the breeders are in California. They have really good codexes. There's I don't know who grows them in Massachusetts. Hmm. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna hurry up and finish this. Hmm. I've seen them on TikTok, April Farms. I don't know anything about them. I've seen like some of their echeverrias. They look pretty. Other than that, I don't really know anything. I've never ordered. I'm not trying to get in trouble like Jumanji over here. I'm just kidding. But no, honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea of anything. I have nothing to say. I've seen them on TikTok. Some pretty echeverias with nice colors. That's about it. Sunday, Monday, I don't know. We don't speak about those things here on Palm Street. We don't really speak about it at all, to be honest. I'm just trying to grow my plants and connect more to people with growing plants and nature, and hang out with my family. That's it. Grow the team, grow the business. That's about it. This one's too much freaking roots. Nice. He's a cool guy. Yeah, he's local. He's down the street. Hiya, Piper. Welcome in. How you doing? We're doing TC acclimation today. Getting plants prepped to be potted up into plugs. This is the last of my doo-doo batch. Everything that did not meet our quality standards basically got put to the side, and now we're going to plant it to be sold at a later date. So that's what we're doing today. Alright, we're almost done. I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, all the plants that we gotta plant. Here we go. There's another show. He's told people he was using the way she told to the front, and they all started, and they all saw. Yeah. A lot of people don't listen with the sound on, though. I think that's the issue. So, unless he has it on the show notes, then they can read it. This one's horrible. Let's plant it. I don't know anything about some tea. That's amongst y'all. We're doing TC acclimation, teaching you guys how to acclimate plants. I'm getting tired too. I'm ready to finish this. Yeah, it's silly. I don't understand, man. I'm just here to connect people with nature, teach people how to grow plants, be part of the cool plant community, build a business off what I love to do, which was growing plants and working with anything nature related. I don't care if it doesn't even have to be plants. It could be freaking fish. It could be ponds. I like it all. I like rocks. I like soil. At one point, I was going to do a compost business where I just compost, but I still kind of want to. Just turn. I was going to go to all the restaurants and put bins and like compost all their waste and then turn it into soil. I thought that would be cool. Switzerland. I think she's talking about cacti. All right, that's all of them. Let's go ahead and rinse them off now. All right, here we go. Here's a Longiloba. Longiloba. Bumpa 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 bumpa. What's up, Tisha? Welcome in. Plants, both dogs. Yeah, plants and dogs. Plants, I love doggies. I want to get a doggy. I just don't feel like I have the time to take care of one and give it the love they deserve. So I don't want to take on the responsibility right now. I have a lot of plants. Gooseby? Oh, that's Joe's doggy. He doesn't live with me. But I'm at he's Joe's my friend. I rent his backyard and I built the greenhouses there. And his dog is just in the backyard. It's Gooseby's yard too. So, but he's with me at Gooseby's. I see Gooseby every day. So I consider him one of my babies, you know. I buy him treats and toys, and play with him every day. But he sleeps with Joe at the end of the day. Gooseby, yeah, Gooseby's a friendly dog. He loves everybody. He has a problem. Gooseby, every time he sees someone new and he likes them, if he likes you, he starts peeing everywhere. He can't help it. If he likes you, he'll start going, start peeing everywhere. And my cousin Jason, he met him, he peed everywhere, all over his shoes. Not like lifting up his leg peeing, but literally like he's like shaking and he's peeing at the same time. Which I don't feel like it's the worst problem. It just means he loves you. I call it the pee of love, the fountain of love. Decided pee, exactly. All right. Yeah. The fountain. Right now we're just cleaning up these agar off the roots and cleaning off any mush or dead roots off the base of the plant. Clean it up. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So right now we're cleaning off our tissue cultures, getting them ready to be planted. If you guys can do me a big favor and bookmark our future shows, we have a bunch of shows planned out for this week, and I'm super excited. Today, we're just doing TC acclimation. If you have any questions about acclimating tissue cultures, feel free to ask. Thank you, W Horse. You can't help it. It is incontinence. That's a new word for me. What does that mean? Please educate me. I obviously did not read enough. It says excitement. Incontinence. Yeah. What's up, my little plant shop? Cactus Mood, welcome in. Wendy's, welcome in, everybody. We're doing TC acclimation. No bladder. Incontinence, the inability to hold your bladder. Okay, noted. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Yeah, he can't hold it. He can't hold it. If he gets too excited, it just comes out of him. Nice. Thank you guys for teaching me some new words. Plant incontinence. The inability to stop obtaining and acquiring plants. Plant incontinence. You pronounced it correctly, LOL. LOL. I try. I feel like practicing these names of plants makes me force learning how to pronounce things more correctly. I try my best. Like Diospora elephantipes or something like that. That's a hard one. Or Pedipentium natalensis. That was like a hard one for me to figure out too. It's like I had to repeat it like 20 times before I could say it on the live. Cindy, you have a better way to clean all this agar off? I feel like you're smart. Like you thought of the way to cut the bags and you come up with the big vocabulary words. How can I wash this off faster? Usually I do it in the sink, and that's easier for me because it comes right off, but I'm trying to do it faster this way. Oh, tripped off a leaf by accident. A lash brush. I don't even know what a lash brush is. I guess I could Google it though for eyelashes. Oh, brush for the eyelashes. Okay. I'll check that out. But I've never thought about that one. Like one of the soft ones. I was thinking about using a soft toothbrush actually. It works. Okay, I might try that out next time. Maybe I'll go buy a toothbrush at the dollar store, and then for the next planting live, we'll try it out to see how that works. Come with some peroxide next time. I gotta go to Home Depot. Gotta do some errands too. I gotta go do errands. I got a lot of things to do. A lot of little things. Baby bottle cleaner. What up, Minty Nugs? How was your show yesterday? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Man, I'm losing my days. Right now we're doing our TC Acclimation Class, teaching people how to acclimate tissue cultures at home. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yesterday it was good. Okay, nice. So do you sell driftwood or plants or everything? A little bit of everything? I like it all. Just curious. If you guys don't follow Minty Nugs, go ahead and follow Minty Nugs. He sells everything. Plants, driftwood. You sell pots too? Do you sell pottery or no? Am I confused? I want to say you do sell pottery, but I don't know. But I'm not really a greenhouse. No worries. I know you got on a lot of TCs, so. Ooh, driftwood plant sticks out. Nice. That's your specialty? My greenhouse, I have 4 greenhouses, and I rent a backyard, and they're outside. And then I have this grow tent that has 10 by 10, and this is in my house. Ooh, Aero Garden TC experiment results. What happened? Can you tell us more? Please elaborate. We're doing some community science research as well. We're not asking. We're not asking for the isopods. Man, isopods. I'm thinking you're going to have like a enclosed terrarium. Mr. Fantastic. This is all murky now. Really? Can you post a picture in our Discord? I want to see it. Do you use Discord or no? Results are amazing. Okay, we got to check that out. Amazing sounds like amazing results. We got to try that out. All right, post a picture in our Discord in the Community Science Research tab so everyone can see. Someone was actually just talking about that the other day about using an arrow garden. His name was Lush Plant Co. I think he's in Florida. But he says he uses an arrow garden for all his TCs. Oh, Xavier, can you post the Discord, Xavier? If you can, if not, I know you're working. If not, I can always send you the link later, Minty Nugs. I just want to finish this planting. Never going back. Oh man. Okay, maybe we try a new method next time as an experiment. Yes. Whoa, 60 days? That's pretty fast. Some of mine go in 60 days, but I really have to be dialed in on that temperature and humidity. But I'm noticing it's taking me about well, I'm talking about plug. So adult plants is different. It's taking me about 3-4 months to get a decent size plant. But I think the arrow garden will be amazing. Thank you, Xavier. You can copy and paste that link into your search engine, and you can join the Discord. It's free. I think that's all the doo-doo water. Okay, now that's all the doo-doo water. Okay. And you plant them straight from bag like that, like you said? So straight from this, you plant them in a rooting plug? Oh, man. Okay. Do you have an Instagram or anything? You want to message me on Instagram? That works. If I message you here on Palm Street, they filter it, and I can't even send you the link because they think I'm soliciting sales, which I'm not. Palm Street, I'm not soliciting sales. We're selling on Palm Street. I'm just asking people to join the Discord, which is a free educational community app. All right, cool. That works. All right, let's plant these up next. All right, let's start planting these. Oh, I think I gotta get another cell dome. It's fun. This was an experiment that I did a while back that they were all stragglers. Yeah, I don't really like how these came out. Oh shoot, this thing came out all crazy. gonna toss this one. Alright, I'll start planting these up. Alright, cool, thank you. Yeah, Val, prayers for Val and her family right now. So she lost her granddaughter in a car accident. So I just been praying for her and hope, that she's doing better. As best as she can be, So yeah. Oh yeah, it was horrible. It just happened a few days ago. I know. For sure, I'll let you know. Got you, Xavier. The Arrow Garden. Minty Nugs, when's your next live before you go? When's your next live? I want to see the Arrow Garden during your live stream to see what it looks like. Or I guess I could send you a picture. Or you could send me a picture on Instagram. That works too. I'll ask you later. All right. Well, have fun. Yeah. Tonight. There you go. Well, now you guys know. Probably up tonight. Minty Nugs. Check him out. Do you know a micro cultivate still on Palm Street? I never seen it anymore. The sport is real here on the plant community. Across the street. It's the yellow brick road. Good to know. Man. PS has always been good to me. Palm Street's always been good to me, so I don't know. They've always had really good support, really good community. I like the community here. Yeah, it's awesome. Right, I don't know how many I got to plant, but let's just start planting them. I agree, on you. No, I didn't see your comment. What was it? How many TCs did you order? I'll be back in 5 or 6. No worries. Palm Street's my favorite. Yeah, TikTok's fun. Higher energy. Palm Street's more like, I guess you could say, interactive. The auctions and all. Yeah, more personable. Sunday, Monday, Friday, Saturday. Na, 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 na. Extra long roots, you can cut them if you want, or you can just put them in the plug. Oh shit! Well, just have them, man. Just have them. They're complimentary with your order, but usually multi-packs we don't. But our packagers probably did it. So just keep them. I was wondering all my freaking rooting plugs left. I'm like, dude, I just ordered $1,000 worth of rooting plugs like 2 weeks ago, and this is the last of it. I'm like, where did it all go? No worries, you're good, bro. Shazam. I know, I gotta download Shazam. Never did. I need to get that TC package, right? What do you guys think should be included in the TC kit? TC acclimation kit. I was thinking like the dome, the plugs, maybe like a mystery pack of TCs with like one guaranteed rare one or something. I don't know. Kind of like a Pokemon. I guess they're all pretty rare, but I mean, I guess one that's. What else? If I say. Package to sleep. About the allocation of the restore fluctuation, just have to stick straight in the. Yeah, you just use that. Or you can stick it in a self-watering pot or a leca. Also works for a hydro system or an aero garden or soil. Types of instructions, yeah. Hi, Liliana. Welcome in. How you doing today? We got our plans. We're doing TC acclimation. Unboxing the package from you now. Nice, tidy links. Let's see what comes in your box. Let me know how it comes out. I sent you a message. Yes, I did refund you on TikTok for the missing items, and I responded to your video message this morning, and I haven't checked since this morning messages yet, so I'll check them tomorrow morning. You're welcome. For sure, for sure. See, that's Xavier. That's Xavier. He's the corporate manager, so he's able to digitize and do projects like that really well. That's awesome, though. I need it. I need all that stuff, so I can't get to everything, man. I wish I could. I wish I could do everything. It takes time, though. All that stuff takes time. Doing the kits, putting it together, putting the instructions, planting the plants, taking care of them, doing live streaming takes a lot of time. I feel like. Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you, Xavier. I appreciate you, man. I'm just gonna take off these pink poly leaves. I'll put 2 corners in there. You got one in the middle. Yeah, I grew up a bunch of no music today. I don't want to get copyrighted. I want to post this on YouTube later. I got I grow variegated jades all the time. I keep them outside in the shade. I mean, outside in the sun and just water when the soil's dry, or I put them under the grow light and I just let them go a while before watering again. With all the gays, and you can say that because you are. I'm almost done. This is my last batch. Take a break. Got a burrito. Yeah. Oh, is it rotten? Do you have your horse? Then I will take it out of the pot. Um, and if it's rotten, then take it out of the pot. Let that moist soil take it off all the plant. Take it off the stem. Just bare root it. Let it dry for a bit until it hardens up under the grow light, and pot it up in some succulent soil. Depends how bad it is. If it's just a little rotten, then you could just like not water it and put it under the grow light. It'd be fine. Man, I was hungry. Are you still here, Xavier? Huh. Send me a picture. Send me a picture of it. I'll help you out. Send me a picture of it and I'll help you out. Oh, I'm so hungry, dude. I was crashing. I was crashing right now. So I'm like, my energy's low. I'll help you out. Oh, I feel better. Oh, my brain. Only like, I don't know, only 140. Last time we did 500. Oh man, I feel better. My head was like hurting too. All right, let's finish this. I'm just gonna just go for it. Let's go. I'm ready. Been working a lot of hours, trying to build the team. January is typically a slow season, but it's not a slow season for the Bills. So I gotta keep building the team and grow plants and all that stuff. You are part of the team, Xavier. You're here. You gotta get that breeding program going. Eventually, yeah, for sure. That's why you're gonna like Chris and Rick when you meet them at PlantCon. That's why I say you reminded me of them, Chris and Rick. But ever need volunteers? Maybe we will. For sure, back planting. Nice, welcome back. We're getting some volunteers, Minty Nugs, to help us. Exactly, they're gay, crazy, and plant loving. It's exactly what they are, and they're fun. They're always a good time. Always fun. Nice, generous, thoughtful. They're gonna help me with my booth, so you're gonna see them. They're actually flying all the way from Florida to come to PlantCon just to hang out and help me vend at my booth for free. But we're friends. We've been friends since last year at PlantCon. Last year at PlantCon, I flew to Florida, met them for the first time, and we've been friends ever since. But for sure, I know where to find you, Xavier. Gotcha. It's so quiet. It's so quiet makes me want to just nod it off. I'm like, da, 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 da. You're gonna see me on TikTok tomorrow. Whoa! Right after that coffee be hidden. Right there. Right? I know a monster would hit the spot. A monster hit the spot. I would get like not a monster, but like a coffee or even like an Arizona tea or something if I was going to go do a live later today. But since I'm not, I am going to just detox my mind for a bit, and then we'll be back. We're going to go live all day tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow from like 9:30 to freaking, I don't know, 9:30, 10. 10:30 probably, even later. A few breaks in between, of course, but pretty much live all day. So tomorrow will be the day. And tomorrow's Xavier's payday, too. I'm just messing with you. But we're visiting that nursery again, and she says she got some new plants. She's already texting me some pictures of what she got. Wow, there you go. Yeah, she's visiting that nursery. She's texting me. I've been working with this lady for 5 years, and yeah, she's awesome. She has a bunch of cool plants. And she finds stuff that I don't find sometimes, and it's like cool. It's cool to have access to that and make it available for you guys here on Palm Street. Oh yeah, don't come tomorrow. You'll end up in debt. I know people do the pay in for the Klarna or the Afterpay for like big purchases, but you should be fine. I just give you my paycheck now, right? It's funny. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Yeah, I told her like I kind of want to start making it a thing. Maybe not every week, but maybe every other week. We go to her nursery when she gets a fresh restock, and then maybe I go an hour before she opens or something. She said she'll let me in just to go live. She's like, you can come in, because I know you, before everyone else comes in. You can just have the nursery to yourself for like an hour. I don't know if I want to go that early. She opens up at she gets there at 7. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm good at showing up like at 8:39 at the earliest and start my live for like 9:30, 10. You didn't text me. Did you bring anything home I need to pay? If you still want it. If you don't want it, it's okay. I got that gold Ming Aurelia bonsai. You could be there at 7 a.m.? Fuck. I don't know if I can. I wake up like at 7:30 and I make breakfast. And by like 8:30, I'm like, 8:30, I start working. I start doing computers, emails, messages, all that stuff. Then then the team gets there at 9. So I make sure orders are ready for them at 9. Then I try to go live by like 10:30. Today was 11 and today was 12. So a little later today. Oh man, we're out of room. All right. So I'm just going to pop this in a mystery pot. Just put them all together just for fun. Really? 5 a.m. And you go to sleep at what time? I don't have the expensive ones, but she still has them there, she said. So we're going to go tomorrow in the morning. So do you want to see them again tomorrow morning and make your final decision or see what else she has? You could do that. No worries. I only have the gold mean. If you don't want it, it's okay. Someone else will want it if you don't want it. So I have no problem if you don't want it. No pressure. All right, when I'm lazy, because I don't want to start a whole new tray, I'm just going to throw them all in this pot. And then this will be an auction later down the line. Tiny Dancer, Florida Goes, Poly Aurea, and a Pink Poly. 4 plants in one. And an Ethereum. It's just because it's like only those last 3. I'm not going to do a whole nother tray just for those. All right. Yes. Can you send me a list of what you wanted? I know you wanted the Syngonium Mojito, and I wrote your name on a few things. It was an Echeverria, I believe. Some of them are here, and some of them are at the nursery in Hacienda Heights. So I gotta double check what's over there and what's here. The mean, I could do. They're usually like 35. I'll just do 30 if you want it. Alright, guys, I am done. I'm going to take the rest of the day off and focus on my personal care and maintenance. I'll be live tomorrow all day. I'm probably gonna start working on some t-shirt and sticker designs for fun. So I want to make a new t-shirt design for PlantCon. So, and I got some stuff for PlantCon too. My booth setup that I gotta start building and start like doing like a mock stage, see how it looks and see if I want to change anything. So all that stuff just takes time. Yeah, I got you. How can I dual stream you? Invite to dual stream. If you need fast printing, I can have it. Okay, yeah, message me. Let's message me. Yeah, I do want to get a fast printer. What's up, Minty Nugs?
Check
Welcome
this.
in.
So this just came out of the air garden.
Oh shoot, that's amazing.
It went in the same day. 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's
And
really big.
I had it's funny, I had a offshoot already.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Same thing.
wow,
Yeah. Already grown an offshoot. So this is going to go in soil. I have a feeling it'll start forming in about 2 to 3 weeks.
nice. And where's the arrow garden at?
Right there.
Oh, I see it. I gotta move the text. Let me see. There you go. Where'd you get it on Amazon or something?
Yeah, my wife and we have 3 of them, and we bought them like 10, 15 years ago for,
Uh-huh.
actually originally doing veggies. Veggie seeds in it, and we stopped using them. And I was like, oh, maybe I could just use it for propping. And I did. The only thing I did to it that's a little bit different is I put an air stone in it.
That makes sense. So it doesn't rot. So
Well,
you don't need a
hyperoxygenated
dome. You don't
water.
need a humidity dome for it, or is your room really humid?
No, what's crazy? So it was a lot of trial and error. When I first did it, I actually wrapped the whole thing in Saran wrap and plastic.
Yeah,
But the problem with that is the lights get super hot, and so I ended up cooking a lot of my TCs because it was
that
so
happened.
hot.
That happened to me
Um,
too.
And so I just pulled the plastic off and put the lights up higher and left it. I didn't put any more. Like I thought it would need humidity, but they're in water, right? Like they're in water the whole time. So it didn't need any humidity dome or anything.
And what's your humidity in that room where you're growing them?
I'm in North Carolina, and so we're typically like ambient humidity for us is usually around 60, 70 in the winter and then like 90 in the summer.
Oh, so you guys are humid. Is my
Yeah.
humidity here? It's like 38, 40. So it might be a little different, So
Yeah,
okay.
but I mean, if you can find one, like just based on my results, I'm not acclimating any other way, right? Like
So
here's the other one.
straight from baggy, you plant it in the arrow garden and it's growing.
Yeah. So this is the one I took out 2 days ago.
Okay. I might go buy one of those, see how it works out just to do it as an experiment.
I mean, it's almost like full hydro, right? Like it's kind of poor man's full hydro,
Hmm.
and I'm loving it.
I've done aquaponics and hydroponics, so I'm familiar with the process. And that reminds me of how my aquaponic system roots would look when I used to do lettuce. I used to do like vegetables, like lettuces and tomatoes and stuff. The roots would be all crazy, or even like the bucket tomatoes. The whole bucket would just be a big root, a 5 gallon bucket of roots.
Yeah, I mean, again, look at this. The roots are
Yeah,
longer than the plant.
it reminds me of that. Yeah, roots
Yeah,
are nice.
totally, totally. And we'll see what happens when it acclimates in terrestrial, right? It might get a little bit.
Yeah, when you I've done that when I've tried to acclimate aquaponic plants into soil. If you're not like keeping up, like I had to use like a higher drainage chunky mix and just water more often, like that
Yeah.
drainage flood and drain process. Otherwise, if it was just like straight like a soil mix that hold too much moisture, I noticed there was a lot of die off. But other
Well,
than
that's
that,
exactly what I'm doing. So I've basically got my pots are, this is what I'm using right now, and it's
yeah, that
a layer
works.
of leca on the
Yeah,
bottom.
oh, that works. Yeah, just as long as there's good drainage, I mean, that's what I would think. I've done it. I've done like lettuces, and that's what I noticed. So
Yeah. And it'll stay in a tray or in a humidity or this kind of a deal, right? And I'll just keep water in here, right? I'll
hmm
just keep it wet, just so that it doesn't get so much shocked coming out of full hydro, and then we'll see how it does.
nice. All right, I definitely gotta try it. There you guys have it, guys. If you guys want to try the Arrow Garden, and then I seen them go online like on special for like $100 or so.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so even on Facebook, people throw them out for like 30, $40, like old ones, like they don't use them no more. So you could even find them there, I think too. I'm gonna just probably just look online though and see if there's any specials or promotions coming on.
for sure. I just can't believe how happy these plants are. Like it's
Yeah, that's
just,
amazing. Yeah, that's a full plant.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not a teenager. That's like an adult plant.
No, that's I would consider that like a 4 inch like a 4 inch pot size or bigger.
My other one's probably in a 6 inch.
There you go. Yeah, that works. I mean
Yeah.
the roots are definitely big enough to put in a 6 inch.
And 2 months. That's the thing that blows me away. Because just to put it in perspective. So that one that I showed, this one, right? This one right here. That's a Gagiana aurea. Here's the one that I did in September. I got this TC from Micro actually. So this
Nice.
one came out in September. Right there, they are together. That one
And
came out in November.
that one you didn't put in the Aero Garden?
Yeah, this one did not go in the Aero Garden. This one was
Okay.
just sort of traditional, regular dome with the 12 cell, that deal. And it's doing great. It looks great. Pretty plant, great genetics, but it doesn't have the growth.
Mm-hmm.
Like that thing is so crazy. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. No,
the stem is
that's what
like,
that's what I was looking at. For I think for like an aquaponic or hydroponic system, things like alocasia, syngonium
even
would really
Philos.
thrive because they like that flood and drain, the higher
Yeah,
like oxygen in water and nutrients, and just I noticed like, especially alocasias, they like a light fertilizer with every watering. So I noticed that if you
yeah,
have that with the air
and
stone and the nutrients constantly going, they're going to be constantly fertilized.
yeah, the Airstone I think is what made the difference, to be honest. Right? Like I actually thought about doing the sort of traditional acclimation method with an Airstone to see if that doesn't help because it just over oxygenates the water, and I think they love it.
Yeah. I wonder if you could
All
just
right,
throw
let's
an air
just
stone in here and call it an aero garden with a deeper
do
tray.
it. Try it. Why not? Airstones are
Yeah,
cheap.
or with the lid on this, with the lid on this, and pop some my own little plugs or something in there.
Yeah,
That could work
yeah,
too. This is give an
yeah. I mean,
experiment.
that's exactly what I did. Like, and this is the lesson for all your folks who are watching. Like, and I learned a lot from you, right? Like, I've been reading as well, but like, man, just try it, right? Like, especially
Yeah,
with the price of TCs now, you get some cheap ones. Like, Nano can sell you some like cheap like regular aloes. Doesn't even need to be like a
yeah. It doesn't need to
fancy
be
one.
variegated or nothing. Yeah, just regular plants are not expensive at all.
And like have them, tell them what you want to do. Tell them you want to experiment. Like, hey man, I want to do a experiment on like a hydro setup with an airstone. Can you give me a 5 pack or a 10 pack cheap? And he'll hook you up.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if you share the results back.
Yeah, yeah. I like that's why we have the community research tabs. There's always so much to learn from everybody. Everyone's doing something different, and like I don't, like I do some things, but I'm always experimenting or tinkering. I'm a tinkerer,
Me too.
by myself, just naturally. So yeah, so that's something I've been meaning to do. I just haven't got around to it. Building a whole hydro
Yeah.
system I want to do a hydro system specifically for alocasias. I would love to do some syngoniums in there just because I think they'll take off, and they
Oh,
grow
totally.
fast. Just to have like it kind of reminds me of like a mint, it grows super fast. It's just like satisfying to see it keep on growing.
Yeah. I mean, every time I come out, it's grown a little bit, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just crazy. All
Yeah.
right. I know you want to get going, so I just wanted to share this with you so you could see it like in real time. This is going in the pot right now, but
Nice.
I'm super happy with the results I'm getting.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
Bye. All right. What's up, Happy Leaf Lane? Water. Um, yeah, I believe it's water, and then when they get bigger, they put some nutrients, hydroponic nutrients in there. So you can put some in there. All right, guys. On that note, I am going to get going. I'll be on tomorrow. Book more for my shows tomorrow. We're doing a field trip day tomorrow for a cactus nursery, and then we're doing TCs tomorrow as well. But I'm going to get some rest, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think the show's at 9:30 in the morning. I believe it is. I got to double check. But I'm sleepy. I got to wash the car, do laundry, all that stuff. So I'm going to take care of myself tonight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye. Let's do a raid. Hold on. Let's do a raid. Let's throw you guys somewhere for an after party show. There is, who is it? After show, Lady Cove, growing a cactus nursery, pardon my pixie dust. All right, that's it.
Do you need anything from the house? I'm going to start mopping.